It is time for Today Food, and this morning we are whipping up 2 crispy classics for a weeknight seafood dinner. Danny Garcia is the reigning champion of Top Chef and the executive chef at Time and Tide restaurant here in New York City. Good morning, Danny. We were just saying we weren't hungry until we started smelling what you're cooking up. Laura and I saw seaweed here,
yes.
We have lots of questions.
Lots of questions. So we season our fish actually with the seaweed.
Oh.
So we cure it this is kombu, just a type of seaweed that you'll find. And you can find it in your grocery store. It's pretty common. But what it does is it pulls out moisture from the fish, but it also adds the salt and salinity that is naturally...
A little umami.
Exactly, a little umami, right? So
how do we get started?
So we're going to dive right in. You're going to roll up your sleeves and help me out a little bit? Or?
Yeah.
So
Al's
we have...
Always.
So we have we're using cod to make our fish.
Could you use any white fish? Or
you could use any white fish. Cod, you can use pollock. You can, cod for me is kind of like, it's the king of fish sandwiches. So this is kind of really simple. All we're doing, it's a super dry piece of seaweed, but we're just going to press it down on top, and that's going to sit overnight.
That's it.
That's it.
In the fridge.
And that's all you do. That's it. Leave it. If you don't have seaweed, you don't have kombu, you can use salt.
Do you need to like weight it or anything to keep it pressed down?
You can just let it go.
Okay.
Put a little wrap on top of it. Call it a day.
Fine.
If you don't have it, salt works. You can totally skip the step too.
Okay.
So that works, right? Then we're going to make our tartar sauce, right? You can't have a fish sandwich unless you have tartar sauce. So we're starting with a little bit of mayonnaise. Hellmann's does the trick. QP is always fun. A little bit of relish. And then papaya peppers. This is like the secret here. So papaya peppers, they're a little sweet. They're briny. I use a little bit of the brining liquid as well.
If you can't find those, can you?
You could totally substitute them. You can totally pull them out as well.
2 different kinds of mustard.
2 different kinds of mustard. So Dijon mustard and some whole grain mustard, really for texture and a little bit of spice. So we're going to do a spoonful of each of those. And just kind of throw it.
And how far advanced can you make this, Chef?
You can make this a couple days in advance. We can throw that right in.
The whole thing?
The whole thing.
Yeah, okay.
The more herbs, the better. And then if you want to mix that together for
Once
us.
you've mixed that, now how do we do? What's the breading and all?
So the breading, this is the key to getting a crispy fish sandwich, right? Is the batter. So we have rice flour and we have all-purpose flour.
Okay.
And then we're using vodka. And we can, if you want to give that a little whisk to start.
Almost like a pie dough, right?
Almost like a pie dough, exactly. So the vodka is basically going to evaporate. It's going to cook out faster than than water would, which is why we use it. And then we're going to use, we have this beautiful green peppercorn beer that we use at the restaurant.
You can
use any lager. We're going to use this one a little bit more flavor. And we're going to mix that almost until get in there. Yeah, exactly.
No lumps.
No lumps. A little lumps are okay.
Okay.
So we're gonna mix
Pretend
this.
I got it lump free.
Come on, it's gonna be perfect. But this is the key.
Fry
exactly. So we're going to dredge this, and then we're going to fry that. So Al, if you want to hop in here. Perfect.
And then we got the finished product over there. Very nice.
Oh, you're a pro, dude. What are you doing tonight between 5:30 and 10?
I'm free.
All right, cool.
So
now we're frying. 2 to 3 minutes. 2 minutes is probably ideal. And it's going to cook. It's going to get really crispy really fast. Amazing.
Delicious.
And then our finished little piece of fish is right here.
Looks so light.
It's light and airy.
Okay, and then for the fries,
dive right in. So the fries, a little bit more seaweed here.
Okay.
So we love seaweed. We're a seafood restaurant, so we're just leaning into the whole thing. So this is nori powder. We take seaweed, similar to that what you would have on your sushi. You can, a little bit.
A little bit.
I got to tell you,
MSG.
this is the greatest fish sandwich I have ever had.
It's super light, right? It's nice.
And then you toss it probably better than I would.
Toss it all together and throw it on the plate.
So nice.
Yeah, and there you are.
Danny, thank you so much. Don't forget, you can save these recipes and more by scanning the QR code or head to today.com/food.